What is going on, good people? Welcome into the Delmarva Sports Insider, the only live and local show dedicated to giving you all local sports all the time. I'm Sports Director Trayvon Miles.
And I'm Brandon Bosser. Welcome on into the show, everyone. We've got a lot of spring sports action to get to this week.
Yeah, Brandon, it's a funky time in the year where we have one state just getting action underway and the other headed to the postseason.
That's right, Trey. Playoffs right around the corner in Delaware. One team that's used to big games is the Cape Boys lacrosse squad, right?
Yes.
Well, tonight they got a nice test before the postseason in their conference title matchup.
Yeah, that is where we'll begin this evening. Cape Henlopen boys lacrosse program is a gem. They're usually one of the top teams in the entire state any given year, and the last time we saw lacrosse in 2019, they were the best in the entire state. Tonight, a new matchup with the first coming emerging program on the come-up, South champion Sussex Academy in the 2021 boys lacrosse Henlopen title game. Now, Cape started quick in this game. Henry D'Ambrogi going to draw the defense in. Nice pass to Michael Frederick, who goes up top for the goal. Sussex Academy home field advantage, trying to get back in it. Great shot by 8th grader Burke Healy. Sass getting on the board there.
Yeah, watch out for Sussex Academy in the next few years, but D'Ambrogi and company have been doing this all year long. The junior bouncing that one to the back of the cage. Cape up 9-2 after one. They just kept pouring it on as the half neared.
Yes.
Jaden Davis, the football star right there, getting it done on the lacrosse field as well. Cape goes on to blow the doors off of Sass with a 20-4 win. They weren't messing around tonight.
Yeah, Brandon, look, Sussex Academy has had a wonderful season to date, and they should hear their names called in the DIAA Boys Lacrosse Tournament, but they clearly aren't on the level that Cape Henlopen is as of yet. Well, the real question becomes, can Cape win a title this year with a bunch of great teams upstate, including a dynamic Salesianum team as well as Sanford?
Yeah, the thing I love about this Cape team is they have so many players that they can depend on. You've got 8 players scoring tonight. Shell, Frederick, Best, all with hat tricks today, but they also have others who can carry the load on any given night, including Henry D'Ambrogi. Now, Cape has as much a chance to win the title as anyone else in the state of Delaware. Their 2 losses in the state are to Sally's and Sanford, both by a single goal. Both were on the road, so you have to take that into account when you factor in those losses. So going into the postseason, this is a 3-team tournament. It really is. It's Sanford, Salesianum, and Cape Henlopen. That's who has a chance to win the title. And Cape Henlopen has as much a chance as the other two to win this year, and they showed that already.
I agree.
But one more thing about Sussex Academy, both in boys lacrosse and girls lacrosse, great seasons.
Yes.
But Cape Henlopen really shut them down this year. All right, we had another championship matchup prior to that boys lacrosse game, the girls soccer championship between South Champ, Indian River, North Champ, Caesar, Rodney. We're going to start late in the second half. IR would trail this game 1-0. Indian River looking for the tie, but a few moments later, a rebounded shot sent in, handball called in the box. So IR with a golden opportunity here. Isabella Binko steps up and drills the tying goal, and we are going to overtime. IR looking for the golden goal here for the win. On the breakaway, Hannah Bird sends a nice pass to Anastasia Diakos, and the Wilmington University commit buries that shot in the back of the net for the game winner. What a comeback for IR. They have a 13-game winning streak heading into the playoffs. They're a dangerous squad. They win 2-1 over CR.
Yeah, softball regular season finale for Delmar, trying to make a push into the DIAA tournament, hosting Dover yesterday. A lot of runs for the Wildcats in this one. Top of the first, Allie Marley stinging one up the middle. Amber Cooper coming around to score. Cats ahead 3-0 after one. Dover's going to get on the board in the second. Raysaya Batson lifting one deep enough to score teammate Leah Martin. But Delmar just didn't get the memo. You're just kept their foot on the gas here. The offense put up 11 runs in the second inning, including the first career home run from 8th grader Jordan Holloman.
How about that?
Delmar rolling by 20-4 the final.
All right, on Tuesday, Milford baseball playing host to Delmar, and the Wildcats have an impressive resume against great competition this season. More on that in just a bit, but Bucks pitcher Alex Mergner in a jam in the third, bases loaded, 1 out. He battles to get 1, then a second strikeout, and that's going to snuff out the threat. Later, check out this battle between Mergner and Dylan Pasta, 3-1 count, and that's where Pasta began to bear down. One after another, spoils every pitch, fouls off 5 pitches before Mergner freezes him with that curve.
Wow.
We were scoreless to the 5th. What a battle there. And that's when Delmar broke through. That ball going to the backstop. Jack Ford comes in to score. Wildcats taking the lead. Then in the 6th, Callaway, the pitcher for Delmar, at the dish with a man at third. And that ball is going to deep center field and deep enough to score another run. And that's all Delmar would need. They win 2-0 against Milford.
Just trying to pound the zone. We knew we had to beat them just to keep the record up because we got to go in the playoffs looking tough. We're feeling pretty good. I mean, we just got to keep hitting, and we got to keep pitching the way we have been.
All right, let's move to Maryland now, where the regular season in Delaware is all but wrapped up. Maryland is just getting things underway. We knew Bennett and Parkside boys lacrosse programs both made state semifinal appearances back in 2019. What would they look like this time, 2 years away? How about this? Liam Hahn getting it to Dom Floor. He had 6 goals on the day. Few possessions later, Lucas Ingley going to hit Drake Turner. Turner going to get the diving goal and avoid the crease. Parkside jumping out to a 7-goal lead at the half. The Clippers making a big push in the second. Jackson Fletcher sending the bouncer there past the keeper. How about that for a score? And then Fletcher one more time, firing from 15 yards out. Great shot there. Gets it above the keeper's hands. Bennett cuts it to 6 with 3 minutes left. That's not enough. Ingley getting in front of the net. He goes full out show-off mode. Why not? Behind his neck there for the goal. Parkside moves to 3-0 with a 16-9 win over rival Bennett.
It feels good to be back out on the field and finally playing after losing last year. We had a great win against them sophomore year, and we came out and we bought out, and new kids on our team helped a lot.
It was a win, but we definitely have things to improve on if we want to go far. I mean, we came out here and won, had a great first quarter. Got to clean up the other 3, though.
Parkside lacrosse, absolutely impressive. All right, we're going to talk about what we've seen so far this spring season, it looks like. Well, it's hard to ignore, Trey, what Parkside has done so far this spring season. I mean, on the baseball diamond, they are a stellar force here in the Bayside, but also on the boys lacrosse team. I mean, this team has a lot of talent. We'll see some of that talent in the next block in our After the Whistle, but this team to beat Bennett, a team in boys lacrosse, very impressive, but also to beat the 2019 boys baseball champion Bennett on the diamond, that was impressive to see because we know that Parkside has a lot of talent out there, but to beat Bennett in baseball, very impressive showing out there by the Rams.
Yeah, these teams dueled on Wednesday. We had a battle of 2 rivalry teams in Bennett and Parkside. Parkside also came out and jumped on Bennett early. I think that was the key going into that game when I talked about that with Kenny
absolutely.
Christopher. They got the defending champs 10-0 in 6 innings. Let's catch it. We caught up with them after the game. Here's what they had to say.
Yeah, I think I had a pretty good game overall. I think it was a good team win. You know, it's always a good game, us versus Bennett. And I just want to come out. It was our last time playing them and just give them a good game. I think we did that 2 years ago. We were winning, and they came back. We let them come back, and they ended up, I think, slaughtering us. And, yeah, I didn't forget that, definitely. I wanted to beat these guys pretty good. So.
Yeah, and Trey, one more thing. Brady Bailey with 10 strikeouts in that 6-inning game. No runs allowed, just 1 hit, I believe. Yeah. Impressive performance by him.
Yeah, absolutely. Parkside just might be the dominant school when we're talking about the spring sports season. The girls lacrosse team's pretty good. Boys lacrosse team also pretty good. We just saw their baseball team. The other school that I'm looking at when it comes to that is Stephen Decatur, right? In those same exact sports. They are also dominant. We should also know very soon if these spring teams will, in fact, get to play for state championships when reportedly the MPSSAA is set to meet as early as next week to decide
Yes.
that. So that is going to tell a lot of the story as
Yeah,
well.
stay with us. We will have more on that next week, whether or not we will have spring championships in Maryland.
Yeah, that'll do it for the A block. We're taking a quick commercial break, but when we return, we got an all-new After the Whistle headed your way with a member of the hottest lacrosse team in the Bayside South. Stick around. You're not going to want to miss it when DSI returns.
My name's Aiden Sanchez from Smyrna High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.